The following production of the Bang Cartoon Radio Hour contains fictional material used strictly for satirical and comedic purposes, and it should not be accepted as being factual, and all voices are impersonated.
The following program may contain material that is inappropriate for children or your workplace.
Moved to the pocket, pressured and hit, and down he goes!
Von Miller.
He is devoured on the plane.
Von Miller.
Von Miller. The super defense.
The Denver Broncos are world champions.
Who cares?
It'll be interesting to see how Peyton handles this.
I'm going to drink a lot of Budweiser tonight.
What's the score?
Give me an F. Give me a C plot. I mean, I don't really. It doesn't matter.
Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby. Puppy monkey baby.
Romo's got to run out and is hit in the back. Oh, he's hurt. He got bent in half, and Tony Romo's hurt.
Well, what do you think?
We'll go balls out with this.
We don't have time for all that.
Welcome to the Bang Radio Hour.
I only can control what I can control. I only can, control what I can control. I mean, there's not much I can control. It's out of my control now.
We have reason to believe that control may have been infiltrated.
Football's become soft. Football's become soft like our country has become soft.
Dad, I don't know what the hell catch is anymore. I mean, it's ridiculous.
T to the I to the LL to the Y to the ARD. What up, bitch? It's Tilliard here.
He's going to stick his knuckle in your asshole.
You like that?
That's gay.
Representing.
Do you like it?
Yeah.
My God, we already for the football.
Take that, mother.
And now, here's John and Tom on the Bang Radio Hour.
Everything I am is an illusion. Everything I am.
Kick is up, it's blocked! On the turn, picked up by Haley! 25, 20, Haley 10, 5, touchdown, Penn State! And the Nittany Lions electrify Beaver Stadium! They have knocked off second-ranked Ohio State 24-21, and this joint goes wild!
I was too. Dude,
I hear you over there. I hear that.
Telling you what, you know how they say when your team loses, Pornhub spikes in that city? Not here, baby, not after that one. Of course, it wasn't Pornhub that spiked, it was ESPN. I was just watching that block over and over. I was watching the punt return. I was watching that block like I was watching McSorley. McSorley, why don't you get out there and throw another touchdown pass, lad? Throw another bomb there, lad.
How about them Indians, man? You watching this World Series? That's
Of course I'm watching this World Series. I'm serious. The world's going to end. The Cubs, the Indians, Donald Trump, everything's going crazy.
the Nittany Lions beating my Buckeyes. Are you kidding me? What the hell's going on?
Well, no, I was kind of making jokes about things that seem impossible.
Oh.
Kick is up, it's blocked! Picked up by Haley! Touchdown, Penn State!
No, shut up. I don't want to hear it.
And the Nittany Lions electrify Beaver Stadium!
All right, man. All right.
Electrifying Beaver Stadium is also something they use in the exterminator trade when you have a problem with large rodents building dams in the backyard.
All right, I'm Tom, he's John, and it is Bang Radio Hour number 282. If this is the first time you've ever listened to this show, I live in Columbus, Ohio, and I'm a diehard Buckeye fan, and John lives in Maryland, and he's a diehard Penn State fan.
That's right. I'm also a Redskins fan, and he's a god-awful Cowboys fan.
Yeah, right. So how do we do this show together? Well, by doing it in different states. We cannot be in the same state at the same time, and then everything's fine. So John's in Maryland, I'm in Ohio, and that's how we do it.
One of these days, that judge that put the restraining order out there will die, and, we can get this 600 miles separation that's necessary. It's good.
That was a hell of a show when he gave you that weekend pass, and you came up here and we did the show together.
That's right there. Remember we had to exchange prisoners. I had to walk across that big long bridge with all the freaking barbed wire all over it and everything like that.
And John had to bring his son to stay in the studio and keep an eye on us. Of course, I didn't like the way he was looking at me because he is a Redskins fan like his father. So I was a little, I wasn't quite sure how to take that, but it went off all right. It was all right.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Kick is up, it's blocked! Picked up by Haley! Touchdown, Penn State!
Jesus Christ.
Oh, baby. It's in my dreams at night, man. I've been sleeping smiling.
Whatever. Hey, as long as Ohio State wins out, they'll be in the playoffs.
Yeah, whatever. That was our Super Bowl right there, buddy. That was our BCS championship right there.
That was the perfect storm, man. I mean, blocked kicks.
It was a whiteout.
Blocked kicks are rare. There was 3 of them: a blocked punt, 2 blocked field goals, one's a scoop and score. It was the perfect storm.
There was 2 muffed punts in the first half. You guys got both of them, as I recall. You got your own back, and then we did one right after that. We made you punt. And then we muffed the punt directly after that, and y'all jumped on it right there. And I think you took that in for a touchdown. But, hey, man, special teams, baby.
Oh, yeah, but then there was a complete bullshit non-call interference. But that's all right. I don't want to whine about the refs. No big deal. All right.
It's too late.
But I will let you hear somebody who does want to whine. This Ohio State Buckeye fan, he goes by the name Josh and C-Bus. He's probably a regular on the Jim Rome show. Josh and C-Bus, you're in the jungle. Have a take and don't suck. I'm sure.
Right.
Right.
I only waited 4.5 hours today, man. It was a good day.
But he calls into the Bill King show.
The Bill King show?
The Bill King show.
I was gonna say, what are they going to do? Take your money away from you? Hey, I got this reverse mortgage for you.
Well, here's the thing. He's here in Columbus, this Josh.
Right.
Have you ever heard of the Bill King show?
No.
No, because it's on WNSR in Nashville.
Okay. All right. See, he got tired of waiting to talk to somebody in Columbus. He figured he'd call up a station that would answer his call.
Well, I'm guessing that the local guys here either wouldn't let him on, or he had already been on and just wanted to go somewhere else so he can continue to tell the entire world why he's pissed off.
They did the old radio guy hang up.
Right. Right.
Right. They hang up on you in the middle of your sentence, and then they start talking.
Well, knowing those guys over at the Fan here in Columbus, they probably heard Josh and C-Bus. No, not talking to him on the air after this loss. No. Right. So he calls, let me call a sports station in Nashville. Somebody let me on the fucking air. I got a vent.
We'll get somebody totally out of the way.
So here he is on the Bill King show in Nashville, and it kind of starts calm, but it doesn't stay that way.
I don't know what the hell they were doing. How in the hell do you get your best player on the field, your best playmaker, 2 touches the entire damn night, and he broke one of them for 74 yards? How did that happen? Twice. That's it. It's pathetic.
I imagine during that entire rant, the host turned. There's a button you let out so that the caller can't hear you talking. Right, and nobody can hear you talking. But the caller keeps talking, and while the caller's talking, he's screaming at his call screener, going, "Why did you let this guy on?
Right, what did you do this for?" So they hang up on him, and the guy keeps calling. Right, what's his name from C-Bus keeps calling around till finally he gets Buenos Dias, WFKR, Mexico City.
Oh God, I'm sure he's already been on the Toledo radio station and the Cleveland radio station and the Cincinnati radio station and the Dayton radio station.
He's probably got them all on all his top 10 friends on his phone.
He's already hit the original 13 colonies, all the states, and now he's worked his way down to Tennessee.
What's his name? JT the Brick?
JT. All right. Anyway, do we anything else?
And the Nittany Lions electrify Beaver Stadium.
Anything else but that?
You know what? I'm just basking in the glow, and there's really nothing else I can. The whole thing for me right now is just listening to how droopy you sound. The whole.
All right, damn it.
So there you go. Remember how cocky you were last week talking about the Cowboys? Well,
I wasn't droopy watching your Redskins on Sunday. I'll tell you that.
Hey, that took the sting right on out of that. Damn, the Lions, man, we beat them for 45 straight years, and then we cannot beat them since.
All right, coming up. An angry Jaguars fan, and I'm just glad there's still a Jaguars fan, to be honest.
Hey, they're in London.
Jerry shows London how to party. We got Sunday Night Football giving Donovan McNabb nightmares. Gronk drive, John. Gronk drive.
All right, Gronk drive.
And more, but first, let's do this.
Ball down, ball up, on its way. It is good! The script has been flipped. The season's been saved. Down go the Dirty Birds in Atlanta. And with 9:01 left in overtime, it ends. San Diego 33, Atlanta 30.
The season has been saved. What? They're okay.
For them it is.
Well, come on. I mean, the Chargers are 3-4. They're in last place in the AFC West. They go to Denver this week, and the announcer thinks that because they just beat a non-conference team, that saved the season. If they lose to Denver, that win doesn't mean a damn thing.
No, see, but the thing is, though, they had lost 3 games in a row prior to beating Denver, right?
Right.
By ridiculous things that happened in the last minute of the game. All right, they kept losing by these ridiculous things. So the coach who was on the hot seat, they were talking about firing him. So yeah, for them the season is saved until this week they get to go to Denver. But they beat Denver 2 weeks ago, so we'll see what happens. And Atlanta, as much as I always like to try to believe in you, Atlanta, it's like, right now it's like you're the rock climber who's about 500 feet up, and you just felt your toe slip a little bit. You know you're going, baby. You're going to hold on, though, but you're going down because it's not going to be the Falcons again.
Dude, I was down to the bitter end in another fantasy league that I'm in. And, Matt Bryant misses that 58-yard field goal at the end of regulation.
Right.
If he makes that, I win. But he missed it, and he didn't get another chance in overtime, and I lost.
That sucks. Last week was one of those weeks where everybody I put in was completely outdone by the people on my bench. If I had to put like 3 guys on my bench in, I'd have won going away, but I didn't.
Yeah, what's going on with the Bruisers? What is that, 2 losses in a row?
We're a little punchy. That's all.
A little punchy. A little punchy, dog.
Hey, we're the Bruisers. We're coming back hard. We're going to swing some haymakers. Who we got this week? I don't even know.
Who does who have?
Oh, I think. The Stork dude and your son are kicking the shit out of the division, and they're beating I think they've got the best 2 records in the league, so they're rolling.
Well, I'm right there with them. I got 3 high scores of the week already.
Shit, I took a beating last week on everything, my picks and everything. I was wrong on everything.
All right. So anyway, I just thought that was interesting that he thought a non-conference win to get to 3-4, and you're in last place in the division. That saved your season. I just thought that was funny.
You know what I think's interesting, though? Blocking a field goal in the fourth quarter to beat Ohio State when you're at home in the Whiteout.
Kick is up, it's blocked! Picked up by Haley! Touchdown, Penn State!
All right.
It's Haley's
right. God. I never rub it in on you like this.
Okay. All right, well, now you're learning how.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to the game that made me smile, and that was... Dude, I'm going to say this right now. Matthew Stafford has become an elite quarterback.
Yeah, he is. He's doing really well without the big Megatron. I mean, and he's not getting hurt. The Redskins played a pretty good game defensively against them. They sacked him 3 times. What are you going to do? You got to play the full freaking game.
I think losing Megatron might be the best thing that ever happened to him. Because he has to go through his progressions. He can't just throw it up. He doesn't have somebody he can throw it up to in triple coverage.
Right. Those are nice things when you're a rookie. It's like a diaper.
Right.
Right. He's going to take care of you, no problem.
But, you see when he's got a healthy Theo Riddick, you see how he's finding Theo Riddick, and he's getting the tight end going. He's and both top receivers now are really on it with Marvin and Golden Tate. They're both getting theirs now.
Yeah, I saw that all. I saw it all. I saw every goddamn minute of it, especially that last fucking minute. When within 1 minute, I watched Kirk Cousins run a 21-yard read option and score, and then I watched frickin' Stafford go right down the goddamn field.
You like that? You like that?
He's playing well, but that day, look, Matt Jones fumbling 3 fucking times, fumbled one into the goddamn end zone. Oh, my God. You know what happened to him this week? Dude, he come up with a mysterious knee ailment on Wednesday and hasn't dressed since. He's not playing on Sunday.
Saw that. So who gets the start, Thompson or Rob Kelly?
Robert Kelly.
He is starting.
He will start, I'm sure. I mean, I can't say for 100%, but Robert Kelly should start the game because Thompson is great as a change of pace back. He's really quick. Those damn sweeps he runs are great. But I don't see him as your every down your bell cow back. You'll see a split between the two of them. But the other thing that Matt Jones did, aside from fumbling now for the 5th time this season, 6th time this season, after the game, he saw that the Eagles beat the Vikings and tweeted out, "There's my boys, way to go." And he's an Eagle fan. So you don't fucking tweet out that shit after you just fumbled away the football game, you fuck.
You know what that's called? You're cut.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. Wednesday, suddenly he had a knee injury and didn't dress ever since.
I'm not going to rip on him too bad. I know the fumbles are not good, but he has run really well the past few games.
Yeah, you know what? It's because they feed it to him a little bit, and they've gotten some good blocks for him. But really, honestly,
you got to have good blocks. Do you think? Look at Dallas's line; they're blocking like crazy for Zeke, man.